It's been a while. I just wanted to come in here to play a little bit with y'all. I'm going to be working on watercolor paper, Grumbacher 8x8, and I also have, where's my little thing, Inktense blocks that I'll be working with. I'm going to try some wet on wet. So we're going to see how that works for me. Hey y'all, so I'm not going to do a voiceover for the entirety of this process, but I did just want to kind of share with you that I'm only going to be using two paint brushes. I don't have appropriate watercolor brushes, and I think that, you know, the brush in watercolor slash these Inktense, which by the way, I am going to switch here in a little bit to the watercolor. I just felt like the Inktense was a little bit grainy for entire portrait. Now I love me some granulation and some variety, but I felt like it was just a little bit too much for me. So I'm going to be going in with this wet on wet, and you saw that I sprayed and spritzed the watercolor paper down good. And then I'm going in with these Inktense, and I'm just really trying to map out the features, where the features would be on a face. And so I'm not using any type of reference here. I'm just really letting the paint kind of share with me where it wants to go and how it wants to create this portrait. I definitely wanted to still keep it raw and expressive, and so that is what I was aiming to do. I've been considering doing another, this is where I'm going in here with the watercolor. I do not use watercolor very often, but I definitely want to explore more with the wet on wet because I think it's a really cool effect, and I think it's a great way to keep staying loose. And I've kind of been tinkering with the idea of doing another face class, and I have a face class now, and then just kind of advancing a little bit from there. I've continued to try to grow in my portraits, and so I want to just share some of the things, but I think it also is a lot of amazing portrait classes out there now, so I don't know. Y'all have to weigh in and let me know if you would like for me to walk through some things that I've learned, like, you know, shading is always a tricky thing, and I have really worked on creating volume on the you know, in my portraits, and so I think that I have some things that I could share with everyone, but I just kind of wanted to get people weighed in to see if you think that would be something that you would be interested in, or is there enough portrait classes out there right now that you're like, nah, you know, I've got enough to keep me busy. So you just kind of weigh in and let me know what your thoughts are on that. So I'm going to let you just hang out, watch this process. Hopefully it inspires you to try some wet on wet techniques. And again, I definitely think the brushes are important, and I also think that your substrate. So I'm going to kind of play around with some different substrates and see which one I prefer the best. But I hope that you enjoy this video, and I hope you have a beautiful and amazing week. Till next time, toodaloo.